Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations as always to the elect. And I wanted to respond to a question that was asked on my comment board dealing with, the new moon, the Sabbath, as well as the 6 working days, and how does that operate? All right. And I wanted to go into that. I also just got word that the Camp Watchman for Israel just did a 5-hour lesson, so-called destroying the lunar Sabbath, all right, going into all sorts of, just bugged out, overcomplicating it, because they're of the opinion that there is a permanent Friday sundown to Saturday sundown Sabbath, which is not biblical. All right. However, as we're going to read here, if that's how you keep it and you're sincere, all right, that doesn't mean the Heavenly Father is going to destroy you. However, we're bringing out the truth according to the Holy Scriptures, and we're going to prove it according to the Holy Scriptures. All right, that the month, all right, our feast days and so forth are all synonymous with the moon. All right. So we're going to start here. All right. We never called on no Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. We never called on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That has nothing to do with our culture. All right. And as the prophet Isaiah said, Lord, though other gods have dominion over us, all right, because these different weekdays are named after different gods, these months, everything that surrounds us is rooted in idol worship. So as it says in the book of Judges, okay, we are rehearsing the righteous acts as we're in captivity. So though these different gods rule this current world and idols rule this current world, only by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, will make mention, and to the best of our ability while in this captivity, we're going to keep the customs of our fathers, okay? And our fathers never went by no such thing as Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That is all heathenistic, all right? We went by day 1, which was ultimately, as we're going to show you, dictated by the new moon. Moon and month are synonymous. We'll show you. But I'm going to read this real quick. In the book of Colossians, the 2nd chapter, in the 16th verse, it reads, "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day." Now, Christians use this to say you can't tell them what's clean and unclean to eat. Okay? That's not what this is talking about. When you deal with the holy days in the scriptures, they're all synonymous, all right, with feast, okay, meats, wines and so forth. It's a ceremony. We have ceremonial sacrifices and everything that is synonymous with our holy days. And here in captivity, we keep everything to the best of our ability. Nobody's keeping the law perfectly here in Babylon the Great. Just put that out there. But we'll do another lesson on that in just a minute. All right, so Colossians 2:16, "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come." So when we get into the kingdom, we'll keep these things perfectly. All right, here in this society, everything's off kiltered, everything's messed up. All of the foundations of the earth are out of course. But one thing that does, all right, remain in its course, all right, is the moon and the sun, right? Now, we're going to show you that the moon, all right, was a sign for our feast days and everything else. So technically, we can't judge another based on when they keep holy days or Sabbath days and stuff like that. All right. But we can bring out the truth. And you have particular men who've constantly bucked up against the lunar Sabbath, and they make it a big deal. All right. You have particular men teaching things they ought not, saying the full moon is the new moon, all sorts of weird things. So we do, all right, contend with them in that sense. But technically, if you keep the Sabbath from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, and you're sincere, that doesn't mean the Heavenly Father is going to destroy you. Just want to put that out there now. But we're telling you the truth according to the Holy Scriptures. All right. And the problem is, a lot of you watch so many different camps, all right, that you start to get confused. All right. I don't know if that's the case with the particular person who asked the question. But anyway, we're just going to teach the doctrine according to the Holy Spirit, man. Okay. This is the book of Sirach 43. And I'll start at 6. He made the moon. Okay, and you look this up on your own. Moon and month are synonymous. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times. Okay, the moon is a declaration of times and a sign of the world. The moon. Okay, the moon. All right. See, the beauty of it is, although there's all of this confusion in the world with all of these calendars and all of this different bugged out, things these heathen got going on, and Jake is all into it, we can just simply look at the moon. All right. You can look at the moon and tell what time of the month you're in. All right. Because there's cycles to the moon. So the moon is a sign of feast. All right. Verse 7, the moon. All right, let's start at 6 again. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast. So the moon is a sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. All right, the month is called after her name. The month and the moon are synonymous. Show me otherwise. All right, and you don't need 5 hours to break this down. It's simple. It's technical in a sense. All right, but the reason it confuses us is because how we thought days were determined. All right, at the beginning, when it's sunlight, it's the day. That's how we were raised. So it's kind of bugged out, once you come to the understanding that a day is from the evening, all right, to the evening. Okay. And that bugs people out. And you still have people that buck up against that. But that's all right. We'll show you these things in the Holy Scriptures, man. So the month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing. All right, you have the waxing and the waning moon, half moon, full moon. It's a beautiful thing. And it stays in its course. So where we can worship Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of our ability in this captivity. Being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, the ornament giving light in the highest places of the world. Okay? At the commandment of the Holy One, they will stand in their order and never faint in their watches. So here it is. You have, that's our time teller right there. That's how we can tell when the month starts, when everything starts, when our holy days. Everything is determined according to the moon. We just read it, and we'll show you. So, let's see here. Let's just type in new moon. And to show you real quick, let me see here. There we go. And everything's been annoying lately, man. Everything, man. All right. Everything, man. I know you brothers been feeling it. It's just, you could tell like there's an attack. You can clearly see, like you can feel like spirits, man. It's that Leviticus 23 dealing with the Day of Atonement. All right. Let's just hit the point. Dealing with the Day of Atonement. And it says, verse 32, and it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. Ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at evening, from even unto even shall you celebrate your Sabbath. All right. So right there we know, based upon this, that the day is from evening to evening. Okay. Evening to evening. That's a day. All right, so let's go and type in new moon, and then we'll get an example with a calendar. All right, and it won't take 5 hours. It won't take 5 hours of your time just to break down the new moon. And the Apostle Ramlab just recently went into this, but I started watching it, but I didn't finish it. So, Lord willing, I can post that in the description box so you can see that as well. Here's a good one. All right, this is 1 Samuel 20:5. And David said unto Jonathan, behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I shall not fail to sit with the king at meat, but let me go, that I may hide myself in the field. So this is a history. Of course, you can read up on that. But let's go to the word new moon in the Hebrew. Okay? Chadash. Chadash. Okay? The new moon. Okay? The new moon, month, the first day of the month, the lunar month. So the first day of the month is the new moon. There's no way to get around it. Moon and month are synonymous in our culture. Moon and month are synonymous. The new moon, as we just read, the moon is a sign of feast, times, and so forth, man. The new moon is the first day of the month. And if we can all agree on that, how else would the weekly Sabbath be dictated? You got particular people saying, well, there's 2 calendars. You got particular people saying, well, it's this, it's that. We are just going to show you, according to the Holy Scriptures, how our forefathers kept the Sabbath. All right. So if the new moon is day 1, if we can all agree on that, or maybe you have other guys who will say, nope, the new moon ain't day 1. Okay, well, what is it? How do we determine what is day 1 of a Hebrew Israelite calendar? Monday? No. By Esau's calendar? No. Okay, absolutely not. It is by the new moon. So, as we go back, let's jump down. There's always a good example. Okay, to 24. So David hid himself in the field when the new moon was come, and the king sat down. Now, when we jump to verse 27, here's the point. It says, and it came to pass on the morrow, which was the 2nd day of the month. So if the new moon is day 1, here now we have the morrow after the new moon, which is the 2nd day. Not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, the 2nd day. When you notice, you read the scriptures, it's always the 2nd day, the 3rd day, the 4th day, so forth. The 8th day, the 15th day, the 22nd day, so forth. Because we didn't number our days by Esau's BS, all right, Monday, Tuesday, which all of that is synonymous with idol worship. Okay? You have particular Israelite camps like IUIC, you know, when they break down the resurrection, they'll show you a calendar, and you notice they always start on Wednesday. Now, with Yahushua, as he was in the Roman Empire, first off, let me show you how you all are wrong. At the time that the Messiah was on the scene in the Roman Empire, and I'll get right back to the lesson, they didn't go by a 7-day calendar. So the fact that you all try to break down the resurrection by a 7-day calendar is off, using that as your example, because they used the Julian calendar, which was by letters. And what was it? It was an 8-day calendar. All right. But either way it goes, with the Messiah, who was perfect in the law, okay, and the Israelites at that time who kept the laws, okay, would they have went by the calendar of the Romans, or would they have went by the moon, which we're reading about, our forefathers did? Okay? Absolutely, they would have went by the moon. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The new moons. Okay, and we're going to show you how that calendar works. We're just going to give you an example. Let's type in new moon. Okay. There's another one. It was always a point I brought out here, saying, when will the new moon be gone that we may sell corn in the Sabbath? Okay. See, the new moon and the Sabbath are synonymous, saying, when will the new moon be gone that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath that we may set forth wheat, making it ephah and so forth, man. So technically, the new moon and the Sabbath are synonymous. Okay? That proves it right there. Now, that ain't what I wanted. Let's go to the book of Exodus 31, because the person who on the comment board asked based on this as well. Exodus 31 and 14, it says, ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Separate. All right, now when you look up the word Sabbath real quick, when you look up the word Sabbath, all right, Shabbath, Sabbath, Day of Atonement, and so forth. Shabbath, to cease. Basically, you would cease from work. You would cease from doing particular things. It's a day dedicated wholly to the Lord. And here in Babylon the Great, okay, we need mercy, all right, because particular brothers and sisters have jobs where when the Sabbath comes, even if you do it Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, okay, well, maybe you have your own business and you could always take it off, but the majority of brothers and sisters are going to have to work, even if you kept it Friday sundown. But when the Sabbath comes in, you can't take off every day. So what do we need? We need mercy, and this is the beauty of Yahweh sending his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. All right. Anyway, you shall keep the Sabbath, Exodus 31 and 14. You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from amongst his people. See that? So if you want to, push that first covenant standard on Jake and think that you're perfect in the law, may you be judged by that standard and see what happens to you when Yahweh Shai returns. So here's the point. 6 days, all right, after the Sabbath, 6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, okay? Which the 7th at evening is technically the 8th, and we'll show you all of that. Holy to the Lord, whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death, all right? It says, wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant, okay? So you have this the Sabbath, okay, the new moon, all right, which is a Sabbath, 6 working days, and then what dictates the weekly Sabbath? The only way to dictate the weekly Sabbath, all right, is going to be predicated upon the new moon. So let's give you an example. And remember, this is just an example. Okay, the current Sabbath that we're in is Sunday sundown to Monday sundown. Okay, so here in this example, this is an example. Okay, again, this is an example. In this example, Tuesday sundown will be the new moon. Just an example. And of course, once we get into the kingdom, everything will be perfect. We won't have to go back and forth about what's what. It's all going to be set. We're going to be perfect. We're just showing you, thus saith the Holy Scriptures. Now, if Tuesday sundown, okay, is the Sabbath on this calendar, when does that Sabbath end? Wednesday sundown. So let's count. You have Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, day 1. So let's count the working days. Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown, 1 working day. Thursday sundown to Friday sundown, 2 working days. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, 3 working days. Saturday sundown okay, to Sunday sundown, 4 working days. Okay, Sunday sundown to Monday sundown, 5 working days. Monday sundown to Tuesday sundown is the end of your working day. That's the 6th working day. The 7th day, which is technically the 8th because it's at evening, now you're back into that Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown Sabbath. Okay? That's how the Sabbath works. Now, the thing is, okay, they want to teach you that there is a permanent Friday, Saturday to Saturday sundown to Saturday sundown. We just showed you that day 1 of a Hebrew Israelite month is predicated, and it's dedicated to the new moon. The new moon dictates day 1. Can we all agree on that? The new moon is day 1. So they're telling you that the new moon is always going to be on a Friday sundown. The Lord ain't that stiff, homie. Okay, the new moon, according to Esau, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it can fall on any of these days. Right? It can fall on any of these days. Right? It can fall on any of these days. It could fall on a Friday sundown, which that would mean the Sabbath for that month would be Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It could fall on a Monday sundown. It could fall on a Tuesday or Thursday, so forth. In this example, we're showing you, okay, the new moon falling on a Tuesday sundown. So let's do it again. Tuesday sundown, new moon, Sabbath. Okay, that it's likened into a Sabbath. Okay, so Tuesday to Wednesday, day 1. Okay, Sabbath. Okay, then you have 6 working days. Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown, 1. Thursday sundown to Friday sundown, 2. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, 3. Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown, 4. Sunday sundown to Monday sundown, 5. Monday sundown to Tuesday sundown completes your 6 working days. That Tuesday sundown is a Sabbath. You continue the Sabbath for that month, for that moon cycle, until the next new moon, and wherever it lands, that is the new month, and that will dictate the Sabbath for that month. Let's say the next month it lands on a Wednesday sundown. Boom. So then you would do what you just did with that one with this. This is how it worked in our ancient customs. You would have the new moon, which is a Sabbath, that dictates the day 1 of a month, and it also dictates where the weekly Sabbath will be kept. It's no other way around it. If day 1, okay, is the new moon, how else can we dictate the weekly Sabbath? Okay, do we say day 1 is the new moon, but then Friday sundown is the Sabbath? How would that work? How would the 6 working days work? Okay, you have the Sabbath. Okay, the new moon, all right, is Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That's not 6 working days. So it doesn't make sense. The Friday sundown permanent to Saturday sundown permanent Sabbath does not work. And no, you cannot have sex on the Sabbath, IUIC. Okay? And the reason you all are trying to enforce that is because you want to enjoy a Friday sundown to Saturday sundown with your boo. Which, if you kept the new moon the right way, if you kept the Sabbath the right way, you would have that to do at particular times. The Lord is not stiff to just keep a permanent Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It doesn't make sense. So let's do this one more time. Tuesday, the new moon comes in at evening, right? And we know, according to a particular time, the new moon can come in earlier, but we keep it to the best of our ability. Yes, we know and understand that. Okay, the new moon can come in at 3 o'clock p.m. All right? But either way it goes, when that new moon comes in, that dictates day 1 of the month. Okay? We just do it at sundown because that's ultimately what the scriptures say. All right? But we do know and understand that here in Babylon the Great, everything's off course. So Tuesday sundown, boom, new moon. That's going to dictate the Sabbath for that month. Day one of the month is what? New moon. So Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, day one. Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown, day two. Thursday sundown to Friday sundown, day three. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, day four. Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown, day five. Sunday sundown to Monday sundown, day six. Monday sundown to Tuesday sundown, day seven. At evening, back to the Sabbath. Okay? So that's how the Sabbath is dictated. That's how when you see us, when you see that it says, okay, new moon, all right, February such and such at sundown. Okay, that's when you're okay. Okay, so the new moon comes in, boom. That's gonna be the Sabbath for that month. That's how it operates here in Esau's system, because we have this calendar that we have to live by. Okay, with these weekdays, but in the grand scheme of things, we never had a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We never did that. Look up the root of these particular gods. That's synonymous with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, we don't do that. That ain't what we were all about. Okay, our forefathers never taught us that. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, we don't have to complicate it. It doesn't have to be 5 hours. Damn, 5 hours? God damn. Let's get the book of, Psalms 81 and 3. Blow the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed for our solemn feast. Okay. I mean, sheesh. What's so hard about that? The lunar Sabbath destroyed. All right. And your ass gonna be destroyed. You don't stop playing with the Lord. And the mark of the beast is here. It's the RFID chip. I'm just playing. Isaiah 66 and 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me. So there you go. It shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, showing you they're synonymous, shall all flesh come to worship me. And that's going to be in the kingdom. All right. So you always see the all right. And this is why you always see, let's see here. Give me 1 second. Eighth day. Let's just type in eighth day. Okay. Eight. Okay, hold on. Okay, it came to pass on the eighth day, Moses called Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel. Why? Because that is a Sabbath. Okay? Eighth day. Because the seventh day at evening is technically the eighth day. All right? You always see the eighth day. And on the eighth day. And this is why the scriptures say the priests profane the Sabbath and are blameless, because they had to do particular things in the temple and particular sacrifices and things like that. Okay? You had the morning and the evening sacrifice, but those are all. And on the eighth day, he sent the people away. And on the eighth day, he made a solemn assembly. Second Chronicles 29 and 17. Now they begin on the first day of the month to sanctify, and on the eighth day of the month they came to the porch of the Lord and sanctify the house of the Lord in 8 days. And on the 16th day of the first month, they made an end. All right. So show me Friday sundown to Saturday sundown permanently in our customs. You can't. All right, that's just not true. So I'm gonna just leave it there. All right, we have other videos on it, but that's the simple breakdown. All right, using this as an example. This was an example here. Remember, the current the current Sabbath is from Sunday sundown to Monday sundown. But hey, hopefully that made sense. Shalom.